We did it. We did it. We did what we had to do and did it. There it is, right? So I got to remember what I said when I was starting off. The day of miracles has come. You know, I figure I hit the preference before I started. I don't know what happened. I had to restart the computer and it changed the preference. So when I go, just so you know, when I go to Logic into OBS, I got to indicate the preference that it goes through I show you or whatever it is. That's the medium between Logic and OBS. A lot of stuff going on. Here I just wanted to play guitar and talk a fool. And now I know things. What? Lord have mercy. That looks like one of the guitars that Lee and Danish Pete had in the Andertons video. Well, John V, it is, except for this color is an exclusive Wildwood iteration. So this is a... I'm going to go back over to OBS so I can see what the heck I'm doing. There we go. This is a... Ooh, look at that blue sparkle. You can see the donut light. When you see the donut light, you feel the power of visual Danish. Visual Danish. Danish Pete. See what we did there? We tied it all together. Look at that color. Beautiful specimen. So this this particular instrument, as I was saying before, I forgot to change the preference on the computer, so now that you can hear me. This is a guitar that was sent to me by the folks at Reverend. Mighty Ken Haas sent it here, and it's on its way out to Wildwood. So it is an instrument that is going to be available only at Wildwood Guitars. That's her new theme song. Wildwood, a place in the warm bosom of the Rocky Mountains guitar. Oh, that's so pretty. I like that diggity doggone sound. This is actually a double agent W in blue sparkle, a Wildwood exclusive, and it sounds so damn good. Riff power, it's now or never. Sorry, I lost control there. An individual known simply as Riff Power asked the following question via the YouTube portal. He says, hey, Greg, any news on the P90 Gristle Master? Yes, my friend. We are working diligently. We're probably looking at, late December's, Jan's. I don't even know what that means. Towards the end of the year. We're going to try to make it a fall release, but because of COVID-19, 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 because of that, things got pushed back a little bit. So as a result, instead of a fall release, looking at towards the end of the year, first part, like a NAMM-ish release, but will NAMM actually happen? Maybe a virtual NAMM will, but that's when my P90 Gristle Master will be unleashed upon humankind. And it'll be a benevolent release. People will say, rejoice, Let me grab hold of that proud weapon and begin to strum vigorously and vehemently. What? Let's go fly a kite. Somebody wanted a little bit of that. Doggone. Metal Poppins. What? It's not wrong. None of it is wrong. It just sounds good. The wiggle bar in here, Mr. Wiggles, works really well. It sounds good. I love the combination of the P90 and the humbucker. It just sounds damn good in that middle position, Lord. Wow, we went for a little cruise. A little cruise to Deviant Mountain, a mountain of honor and diplomacy. Wow. You know, when you go to Deviant Mountain, you got to live it up. A little blue sparkle. This, folks, is a Wildwood exclusive. Diggity doggone double agent W. You got a double agent W. And it's in blue sparkle. My phone just exploded. Tom, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to engage. Right? It's in tune. Right out of the box, folks. Oh, love this blue sparkle. The blue sparkle is tempting my soul with the power of rock and the majesty of roll. Actually, staying in tune pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. What a deal for a double agent. The mighty spider speaks from his home in Austin, Texas. Folks, I am commenting on the screen I see here. I'm just not like saying random things, although that's always possible. But I am via Restream. I'm seeing messages from all the different formats. We've got some requests coming in. Brown on sides and back. Yes, Tom. Let us take a look. If we look on the back and we look on the sides, it is brown. It's also got a mother toilet seat back plate here. That's good times right there. You know what that says? Opulence. It means nothing's too fancy for you, Mr. Man or Mrs. Woman or whoever you might be. Maybe you're a part of the animal community. Whatever. Everyone's got a right to play guitar. Maybe it's a member of the amphibian community. They're smart. You know what I mean? What? Anyways, you got the mother toilet seat pickguard here. You've got the this little device here for those of you who aren't familiars. We got a volume, like a tone, and we got, of course, a volume treble bleed on the volume control. So when you turn down, you don't lose any highs. Gotta hate that. I mean, I love that. I don't hate losing highs when I turn down the volume. I want my high to maintain. What? That sounds weird. But you know what I'm saying. You don't lose any highs, you turn down the volume. It just gets less loud. What a concept. The bass contour, actually when it's full up, is the full Monty, if you will, of the pickup. So this is what it sounds like with the, I'm on the neck pickup with the bass contour all the way up. Here's, I'll roll it back a little bit and it gets... Right, so that's all the way down. Ooh, that's the tone control away. It's kind of mysterious. Who's calling me? Where's my phone ringing from? Where is my phone? Oh, it's underneath here. Who's calling? Someone mysterious. Mick Jagger? What does he want? Oh, it's Scott Kelly. He likes it hot and smelly. What? It's Scott Kelly calling again. I can't get it right now, Scott Kelly. I'm going to have to say to you, sorry, I can't talk right now. Scott Kelly, I can't talk right now. Sorry, I'm going to share this with some folks on the intergroup. I always forget to share. And it's nice to share, people. Some people just don't understand it. The concept of sharing. I shared it there. I'm going to share it over here to a group. Kapowski. Kapowski, ladies and gents, that's how I like to roll. Scott Kelly, I've got some time if you want me to swing over. No, Scott Kelly, in the middle of a live stream. Okay, Scott Kelly. Live stream. See, there's a Scott Kelly involved in the Wildwood world that is the recording engineer, and then I have Scott Kelly, who's a friend of mine who does remodeling. So it's crazy. So many Scott Kellys. Be done at 4. Thank you. Sorry, I'm speaking out loud. Multitasking. That's what we do here in Orange Room. We get a lot of things done. In these uncertain times, you better produce or you will perish. Am I right or am I right? Maybe I shouldn't say that because that sounds like too close to what's actually happening to some people, which is horrible. So I'm going to retract all that and just say, yeah, we're having a good time doing what we got to do. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, sorry, folks. I digress. Blue Sparkle. Let's get back to it. Let's just talk about this color. I think that in these uncertain times, one of the only thing that's for certain, as I like to say, is deliciousness. Am I right? And this qualifies, maybe not as a actual flavor you would devour, but certainly you can feast with your eyes and ears upon this glorious rascal. And it's just a very functional axe as well. The Nut asks, can somebody tell me what that guitar is? Doggone it! He's looking for the make and model. It's a Reverend. And folks, just so you know too, on all of these videos, we try to post all the info in the information on the feed. I know it's probably hard to see right now, so I have no problem reiterating it. But for later purposes, if you're watching this later on, you're like, what the heck amp is he using? What guitar is that? You can look in the description of the video, and you will find that information more often than not. And I know I made sure to put it on there in this particular instance. This is a Reverend Double Agent W, excuse me, and it is the color of Blue Sparkle, which is a exclusive to Wildwood Guitars in Louisville, Colorado, who is this video is being done on behalf of, ladies and gentlemen. And I also post it on my social media forums as well. But it's stemming from the Wildwood world. Scott Kelly, I could stop at around 4:30 if that's good. Yes. Sorry, folks. I'm sorry to be doing this, but you know what? Sometimes you got to multitask from the Orange Room. Can you dig it? Play some slide guitar on that doggone rascal. Am I right? I should, because the sounds of a mighty P90 see, I just love juiciness is what I like. Sometimes when I'm using my Greg amplifier, folks, I'll put on the lead channel, but instead of doing the OD boost or gain boost, which I could do, which adds a little more heat. Sometimes I hit the OTS boost, which gives a little bit more low-end thunder. Put that dog on bass counter all the way. Let's go in the middle position, back off of that tone control a little bit. Right? It sounds delicious. Right? Sounds good. So, folks, again, this is a Wildwood special, Reverend Double Agent W. Double Agent W. And again, that bass contour comes in mighty handy. You can dial in a whole bunch of delicious tones, especially with that volume control having that treble bleed switch, so all of the various increments of volume work to change the tone a little bit. And then, of course, going between a P90 and a humbucker. We got to tell you what, woo, it brings heat. Am I right or am I right? Sometimes I like to talk about the heat. Sometimes I feel like I'm in heat. That was weird. But you know what? You've come to expect it. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? Thanks for the comment about the new hat. I did get some new hats from Denise Porter. Thank you, Denise. She sent me some summer wear, a little big of a loop on these so they're not quite as hot as my other beanies. I like to wear the beanies. They make me feel, I don't know, powerful. And people ask, where can I get beanies? Well, doggone it, you can get them at my website, gregkoch.com. You can get many things there. You can get a variety of the tunes you hear me playing. You can get a variety of instructional materials, both in the video variety, audio variety, written variety. A combination of all of the above sometimes. Diggity doggone it. And all kinds of stuff on there. Can you have it, Petter? You know what? I would love to give it to you. Unfortunately, it's not mine to give. But at Wildwood Guitars in beautiful Louisville, Colorado, or wildwoodguitars.com, one could peruse to their fancy. And actually, I don't think these are on the website. You'd have to call and say, hey, fellas, what's going down with that new guitar that old Gregory Cochran was playing on the Intergoogles? I want me to get one. I want me to get one. That doesn't make sense. But yet you knew what I was saying. So shame on all of us. What? Anyway, Gristle Tone Power Beanies. That's right, Todd. Put them on your head. You know what happens? You look cool, at least in my world. You put them on your head, and then you look kind of cool. And then sometimes I like to use them to disguise my third eye, my cranial chakra. I don't want people to look through me into the great beyond. That's my business. So I like to conceal my third eye behind this powerful, powerful lid. I take it off later and I gaze around the universe and I say, holy catopwas. Hey, alien friends. People say you don't exist, but I know better. Why? I see you with my third eye because I took off my hat. I took off my third eye. Theodore wants some Otis Rush. Vibrato. Can you dig it? That's a little song called Everything's Gonna Be All Right, or Everything's Gonna Work Out Fine, or Everything's Gonna Be Fine. Anyway, it's on that Otis Rush, I think he's got 4 or 5 tunes on that Chicago Blues Today record from back in the 60s, and that was one of them. How about a simple chicken picking lesson? How about... So right now I'm doing that chicken picking with my pick and my finger. So on the G string there at the 6th fret with my second finger on my left hand, I've got my middle finger on the G string. I've got my pick on the G string. With my middle finger, I got a little bit of a nail. You don't need much. I just find that if I got a little bit of white above the cuticle, I'm going to have to pop that string, give it what for. So I hit a note with the pick that's muted because that middle finger with the nail behind it on the right hand. So put that. And I also lessen up the pressure after that sound so I kind of make it more staccato. So I'm going to do a triplet lick, okay? So that's the first 2 notes of the triplet. The third note of the triplet is going to be my ring finger on my right hand going to the B string with my first finger at the 5th fret. But in order to mute that, I also lessen up the pressure as soon as the note is heard. Get that little triplet down, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff. So I find that little double stop everywhere in A. And A, is it major, is it minor? Sometimes in the blues when you're playing over a dominant 7th chord, is it major, is it minor? Yeah, the answer is yes. So I do this, that little thirds double stop. I do that at the 5th fret with my first, well, I'm calling out the notes on the B string as far as frets. I got the 5th fret, I got the 3rd fret, I got the 5th fret, I got the 8th fret. I got the 10th fret. I got the 13th fret. Then I'm going up to 14 or 15. And down to 1. So you can kind of go between all of those like. So you're going. So just chromatically. So just delay it. Same type of a thing. Can vegans chicken pick? Well, yes, because they're not devouring their products. They're just feasting on the sonic powers of the night, and that's no crime against man or beast. That's no crime against man or beast. Do you set up the guitars yourself? I do not, as a matter of fact. The way these guitars come from the factory for Reverend, like my signature models, that's the way I play them. I don't do anything to them. I just grab them and start rocking. I just grab them and start rocking. Oh. I do that kind of that Albert Collinsy chicken pick, and then I ditch the pick in between my first finger and middle finger, and go to that bridge pick up, make it growl like a beast of the night. And then I kind of do a thumb on a lower string, like I hear on the A string, and then my first finger on the next string up, so with the D string. A little hammer on the A string, pop up on the D string there. So I'll kind of do that. I'll just kind of go up, and on the lower string I'm using my thumb, and the next string up I'm using my first finger to pop it. Yeah, can you dig it? The lights are burning bright, but nobody's home. A little Deep Purple there. The tone on this thing is pretty epic, am I right? And the color is magnificent. It's a bold tone hue. And again, I always have to reiterate, which I don't mind doing, because I know how it is. You're cruising along the internet. You see and you hear something, you're like, doggone it, what is that? And I have to reiterate, because some people, they're so taken by the power and might of the instrument, they don't look up and go, well, maybe I could see what it is in the other comments. That's okay. I understand it, okay? I'm not judging. I'm not question shaming you. I'm saying that this is a Reverend Guitars Double Agent W in a Wildwood Guitars exclusive Blue Sparkle. Can you dig it? It has an HA5 humbucker in the bridge and a 9A5 in the neck position. That's their Reverend Guitars pickups. It's kind of a slightly overwound P90 to give it a little bit more heat in the neck. Can you dig it? Ooh, we want a little Jetstream. I got that coming. Can you dig it? So many activities today. Chicken picking lessons, a little bit of slide, a little bit of whammy bar foolery, as I like to say, a little pestering of Mr. Wiggles. That sounds inappropriate, but that's not. It's not inappropriate at all. That's what I like to call the whammy bar, Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wiggles, you better beware. Mr. Wiggles. Brian is saying, I just got your Gristle Master, and let me say, well done, my friend. Those pickups are amazing. Just overall quality and style is spot on. I'm so glad you dig it. I'm so glad you dig it. I love it. And there are some Wildwood exclusives of my Gristle Master. As we speak, they have them in stock. There is a Cockwork Orange, both in roasted maple and a Palfaro fingerboard. So if you want a little bit more of kind of a rosewood vibe, there's that as well. And there's also a Wildwood exclusive black Gristle Master with a larger neck profile. And those are only available at Wildwood Guitars, at those particular models. The other colors are available wherever Reverends are sold. Yes. So the Airwave 12, yes, I do have one of those. I don't have it handy, though. Next time I'll do that. I'll have it handy. This particular guitar is my own personal instrument. It's a Jetstream RB, so that means retro blast pickups, which sound delicious, I might add. Get a bit more of a, kind of the old Gretschy vibe, you know what I'm saying? The old Diarmans or the old Filtertrons, I should say. And but it's Reverend's own design. Middle position, see what that sounds like. Oh, I was in the middle position, sorry. Can you dig it? Right? It's rock and roll. Guitar sounds good. stuff action. Oh! Rare. So on and so forth. Da-da-da-da-ba-da-do, ba-da-da-da-da-do. Right? Woo! It's a good beast. What? Whoa, a little Neil stir. A little bit of the Neil Rooney. Nothing wrong with it. It's good for you. This guitar sounds killer. So this, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are tuning in late, I'm playing some Reverend guitars today. This one is my very own. It's a Jetstream RB Retroblast pickups on these rascals, which are Reverend's versions. They're kind of take on a Filtertronish type of situation. And this is in the tone hue of Avacado, which is a bold tone hue, I might add. Yeah, Essex, England. That sounds the absolute bollocks. So that's a good thing, right? I remember getting schooled on the proper usage of bollocks. Bollockry. The dog's bollocks. Some Grant Green. Ooh, you're a savage rascal. I like that kind of talk. Oh. No. Oh, fuck you. Oh, I'm sorry. Something like that. How much can you sustain with that bad boy? Well, Jack, that's a good question. Nobody's fault but mine. busted a string, and that was that. And I busted a string, and that was that. Oh, it's 4 o'clock on the nuts. How is that possible? How is that possible? I broke a string right at 4 o'clock. I guess that was my family saying, hey, it's time for our family meeting at 4 o'clock, Mr. Man. They broke the string from over there using their superpowers. Wow, a lot of information, ladies and gentlemen. Using 10s, that's what they come from the factory with. So guitar was right from the factory. And Greg, as you're improvising based on seeing the chord forms on the neck, you can jump so quickly from lines to chords. You know what, Bob? It's a mishmash. It's all kind of a mishmash between the strange voices in my head, the scalar activities I've learned, and different chord substitutions and so on and so forth that are lurking and stalking in my cranium. I need another whisker for my guitar string, son. Yes, you are correct. Couldn't handle gristle. That's perhaps true, Ricardo. But I gave it what for. That guitar tilt is scary. I'm going to go like this. There we go. Yeah, get over here, you rascal. Oh, I'm being held fast by I still haven't gotten my extension cord for my ear goggles, as you can tell. Lord have mercy. What is my problem? Someone's asking what's for dinner. That's a good question, guys. What are we having for dinner tonight? What's that? I don't hear what you're saying. You don't know. She doesn't know what we're having for dinner tonight. Sometimes I just go to the grocery store and get some stock. Is that the blue Rick Vito model? Yes, I played this one on Tuesday. Let me just grab it. I'm going to put those ear goggles down. Here it is. This is the Rick Vito model in delicious chronic blue. I love this color. I love this guitar. I actually have one in the kind of the white Formica pearlescent situation. Someone said Chinese. Maybe we should have Chinese tonight. You know where we like to get Chinese? When we have our friends at Huey's over on North Avenue. But we also like to go to China East. We like to feast at the China East. Nothing wrong with that. How about some leg up foot? Oh, I'll do that next time, Mason. You got it. You got some great lasagna. Bro's got some great lasagna. Dylan is not smoking some ribs in the yard, unfortunately. He's not back there doing the do. He did cook some ribs last week when we were at the cottage, and they were magnificent. I presume you must get a lot of offers as a sideman tour duties. Have you taken them? No, I actually don't get a lot of offers as a sideman for touring stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Well, my plate's kind of full anyway, so I'm glad to be doing my own thing. I do play on sessions here and there. I got been doing that a bit more as of late. I've done it in varying different degrees over the years, doing a little bit here, a little bit of there, a little bit of here, a little bit of there. And, a succulent Chinese meal. What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Democracy Manifest, ladies and gentlemen. Look that up on YouTube. Just type in Democracy Manifest, and you will see perhaps one of the greatest 2 minutes on the internet. An individual who was arrested for dining and dashing one too many times, and as he's being taken outside, he gets, what is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? And then as he's being arrested, he goes, ladies and gentlemen, Democracy Manifest. Can you dig it? All right, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. We are doing a live feed Saturday night. We decided not to do a ticketed one because we didn't promote it in enough time. So we're just going to go live on Saturday. We will have the tip jar out. Toby's coming down. And so 5 o'clock Central Time on my YouTube channel and Facebook pages will be going live. So check that out. Yeah. Can you dig it? Hi from Quebec. Hey, Peter, what's going on? Henry, thank you very much. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. We will see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Time as I do my Fishman live feed. And then Dylan will be with me. We'll be doing the duo tomorrow, the trio on Saturday night. Toby will be coming down. So dig it all. And if you're interested in any of these guitars, call up the people at Wildwood. Say, hey, I just saw that big fella doing a live stream. And I saw some cool guitars. And, of course, as I said, they do have those versions of my signature models that are exclusive to Wildwood, the Clockwork Orange and the black one with the bigger neck profile. Can you dig it? Thanks, folks, for tuning in. We